All right, let's dive right into this explainer. Today, we're breaking down a seriously fascinating piece of ancient text, and that is Chapter 10. We are going to unpack a rapid-fire military campaign, some incredibly sudden tactical strikes, and, well, these massive, epic claims of literal divine intervention. It's wild stuff. The really crucial question we're exploring today is this. What actually happens when an ancient army claims that the cosmos itself fought on their side? Because as you'll see, we're looking at how a highly localized political conflict totally escalated into a narrative of absolute, total cosmic warfare. So setting the stage with Act 1, the Five Kings Unite. The source text really ramps up the stakes right from the get-go. Basically, 5 Amorite kings form this massive coalition and encamped against the city of Gibeon. Gibeon then sends a desperate, middle-of-the-night plea to Joshua. And Joshua's response? It's a completely exhausting, all-night forced march. He literally moves his entire army in the pitch dark just to pull off a devastating, sudden surprise attack right at the crack of dawn. Which brings us to Act 2, Cosmic Warfare. Now, this is exactly where the text completely shifts gears from human military tactics to these staggering claims of divine intervention. As the enemy coalition breaks and tries to run away, the source explicitly claims that the Lord cast down great stones from heaven. And get this, the text makes a very pointed comparison here. It specifically notes that more men died from these heavenly hailstones than the children of Israel actually slew with their own swords. So the narrative is making it crystal clear who is actually doing the heavy lifting here. And then the narrative hits its absolute climax. Joshua essentially speaks directly to the sky, commanding, "Sun, stand thou still upon Gibeon, and thou, moon, in the valley of Ajalon." I mean, the source asserts that the sun and the moon literally halted in the sky for nearly an entire day. Why? Simply so the Israelites had enough daylight to finish avenging themselves. The text proudly notes that there was absolutely no day like it, either before or after. Moving right along to Act 3, Total Conquest, and the frankly brutal aftermath. Right after those incredible cosmic miracles, the text violently shifts back to a stark, brutal reality, starting with the opposing leaders. It describes this incredibly cold, procedural execution at Makkedah. The 5 kings try to hide in a cave, which Joshua orders to be temporarily sealed up with these massive stones. Later on, they're brought out, and Joshua actually commands his captains to put their feet right on the defeated kings' necks. They're killed, hung on 5 trees until evening, and then finally sealed right back into the exact same cave they tried to hide in. From there, verses 28 through 43 detail a sweeping southern campaign. The narrative insists on this uniform, absolute destruction across multiple cities, like Makkedah, Libnah, and Lachish. Over and over again, the source repeats these chilling phrases like, utterly destroyed and left none remaining. It describes a truly systematic, total eradication of these places. So it really leaves us wondering, how do we read a history where brutal human military tactics and staggering cosmic miracles are just so deeply intertwined? You see, the source material doesn't even try to separate the sword from the heavens. It presents this unified, terrifying epic of total victory that has seriously echoed throughout history. Think about it, if an ancient text uses the cosmos itself to justify its conquests, what does that tell us about the immense power of the stories we tell? It's definitely a powerful thought to chew on as we wrap up this explainer.